Just press this and then we can get started. Okay, so I just realized I completely forgot to turn on this thingy. Reference. Bloop. Okay, and then go to this so you guys can see what I'm doing. Okay, I just ate, so like, I'm out of breath. Anywho. But, okay. So here's what I've done off stream. So I started working on these and I did them off stream because they're a little bit complicated and kind of hurt my brain to think about. The perspective on this drawing is so off. But you know what? I'm learning. I'm trying. These might be two different sizes, but that's okay. It's a work in progress. I don't know if I'm gonna change anything about it though. Hi friends! Don't forget to leave a like by the way. How are you doing? But oh yeah, and then last stream I did her mask, and then I did pieces of the headset, but not these two little prong parts that hurt my brain to do. Okay. Oh, and then I added another line, this line, which you guys can't see what I'm pointing at. I added this line here, which you still can't see what I'm pointing at. Oh my goodness, what layer am I on? I added this thingy. Wow. We're off to a great start. This line. I added this line. So that way, the perspective is a bit better. Oh no, what happened? You don't have to answer that if you don't want to. But I'm so sorry. Are you okay? Oh my goodness. Oof. Prince, no! Okay. Oh, I also did, off stream, I started working on her eyes because my friend was like, "Oh, she looks like she has a monolid." And I was just like, "Oh," 'cause, my friend and I are working on she's the one who helped me make this character design in the first place, and the character's white, so I did a monolid by accident, which are genuine question, I don't know the answer to. Are there a group of white people with monolids? Because I know black people can have monolids. I don't know. Anywho, um and I wasn't going for a monolid, I was trying to make her look sleepy. So I ended up changing her eye shape a bit so it looked more like they were slightly closed. I broke my wrist. I need to get screws in it. I'm very unfortunate. Oh, that's awful. I'm so sorry. That's rough. Oof. But what was it? No. I completely lost track of my thought. No. Monolids. Oh yeah. So I think part of it is I tend to use a lot of Asian reference photos, whether that be like drawings of characters that are Asian or reference photos from people who have like monolids and stuff. So as a result, I don't draw double eyelids a lot. So that's something I'm gonna need to work on. But no, yeah. Ugh, I'm very fortunate to have never broken a bone. Oh my gosh. I remember when I was a little kid, like first grade kindergarten, I wanted to break an arm, which is such like I'll tell you why, and then I'll like say the next part afterwards. I wanted to do it because I wanted to have a cast, which is such a little kid way of thinking about it. Like your brain completely skips over like the pain and all the struggle of having to like, you know, the pain of having a bone be broken on top of like the struggle that comes with like rehabilitation and all that whatnot. And it's just like, ugh, but attention. Um, ugh, ugh. I was such an attention hog as a kindergartner, which I guess is like, part of being a kindergartner. You're like growing from like being a little baby where everybody has attention on you till I mean, yes, you still are a baby when you're in kindergarten, but you're just figuring life out. Uh, oh, did anybody else ever do this thing where like you would be okay? I need to actually draw, but does anybody else ever do this thing when you were a little kid where like you get kind of stuck places? Like you'd hang off a couch and you'd be like, parental figure, I need help getting off this couch, even though you're like fully capable of getting yourself off the couch. Just things I think about. Okay, so I have this version, which I think it's a little too detailed, you know? So we're gonna keep that off, and I don't need that layer. Um, I'm gonna keep on this layer, close it up for now. Oh, the attention is pretty great. My girlfriend won't let me do any physical tasks. I'm glad you're enjoying the attention from it, you know? Might as well make the best out of a bad situation. Okay, let's see. But no, yeah, I hope your arm heals quickly. Mm. Oh gosh. Now we're at I don't know where to start again. This drawing is the definition of I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm doing something. Um, I guess I should start on the head. Oh wait, I should do this piece right here. Yeah. Okay, so that's gonna be this layer? No. This one? Yeah, it's that layer. Scroll back up here. Oh boy. My brain is struggling to comprehend how to even do this. Lower the opacity, and let's do this as a quick rough sketch, and we'll figure it out from there, I think. A lot of me doing this drawing is me just completely trying to ignore shapes that exist. Pretend that sentence made any sense. So that clamp would go here, and there'd be a clamp here. Huh. Is it laying on top or I think it's going through. So this clamp here, this clamp here, and then this goes down, curve here. Okay, this is a thing. I went 2 days oh gosh, hold on. Buddha I went 2 days without oh my goodness, are you okay? Like, ugh, oof. I've actually seen this happen before. I had, a friend, and he's like, "Oh, yeah," and, like, in football, I, like, like, we collided and whatever. Not me, like, I'm talking from his perspective. But he's like, "Yeah, in football, I collide with somebody, and I, like, bruised my wrist." So my friends are like, "I don't know if that's a bruise." 'Cause, like, his arm was swollen. He's like, "Oh, yeah, it doesn't really hurt. It's just, like, lightly bruised. Doesn't hurt if I don't touch it," you know? And he's like, "Yeah, I have practice later today." And we're like, "We should go to the nurse's office." Like, you know? And he's like, "Nah, it's been like this for the weekend. I'm fine. Just, like, put an ice pack on it." So we went to the nurse's office after, like, convincing him for a while, and he has a broken arm. And he's like, "Oh, I just thought it was a bruise." I'm like, "What kind of bruise is that?" When the pain tolerance is a little too high. Okay, I need to let's curve this here and curve these lines here. This drawing hurts my brain. Okay, so line, line. No, what would this be? This? It's a bit better. Oh, I split a small bone in my wrist in half. It's not supposed to do that. Yeah, no, I assume not. I blame oxytocin for not realizing I broke my wrist. How the pain tolerance. I don't understand. Well, I hope everything goes well with the screws. She read a book a few days ago where the main character is getting a screw in his wrist. or he was going back to the doctor to get, like, checked up on. Oh, yeah, that's what it was. Oh my goodness. Oh, I have a rant. This is, like, not as important as, like, the struggle of a broken arm, but so, I got, like, an Amazon, Kindle account, because $11 a month for some books, that's pretty good, um, rather than paying, like, $20 per book, and just, that sounds nice. So, I got that, and then I tried signing into it on my iPad on Google, and I'm like, "Oh, that's cool." Okay, let me go back. Okay, so on, the App Store, right, I have I cannot tell a story from the life of me today. Oh my gosh, I'm like this drawing has me so scatterbrained. I'm like, every second, my brain's like, "What am I doing? Why am I here? I can still feel my arm." But anyhow, so I was, I got Amazon Kindle on my iPad for school because I have a textbook that I wanted to get. And apparently the textbook for a lot of people who got the physical copy kept coming in broken. So I'm like, you know what? I want to get like just the digital copy. I'll have it for a few months. It's cheaper and the book won't be torn in half. Also, why are they selling torn in half textbooks? That's the other question. But anyway, so I ended up ba ba da ba da ba. Okay, so then I'm like, "You know what?" And that's on my dad's account. I got the textbook, and so I'm like, "You know what? I wanna get Amazon Kindle for myself on my phone so I can, like, read books and stuff." So I got that, and then it was, like, really nice, but then I wanted to, like, read the book, like, have it look like a book. So I'm like, "You know what? I should read it on my iPad." So I didn't wanna sign out of the App Store for my iPad, like the app version, because I have, my textbook on there, and I don't wanna mess around with my textbook and, like, forget, like, the password or something. So, what I do instead is I go onto Google and I sign in on Google. I sign in on, like, the Kindle app, like, the Kindle web page or whatever. Um, and I'm like, "Okay, Google looks nice," but I don't there's a bar on the top and a bar on the bottom. That makes it's a little distracting. So I'm like, "You know what? I'm gonna try it on Chrome, since Chrome only has 1 bar at the top, and I'll, like, see what that looks like, if I like it better that way." So I sign in on there, and then I turns out if you enter onto, um by entering onto Amazon Kindle on both my computer, Google, and then Chrome, I hit their fraud detection, so they thought I was trying to, like, hack into my own account, uh, and so now I'm locked out of my Amazon account. So the next day I called them, I emailed them already, but I called them because 'cause I'm like, "Oh, maybe calling with help." And I'm like, "Oh, hi," like, blah, 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 and they're like, "Oh, yeah, we'll reroute you to somebody to talk about this with." I'm like, "Okay, take your time, blah, 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 blah." And, and the people there were so sweet. Oh my goodness. But, yeah, I'm like, "Oh, yeah, so I got really like routed to somebody else, and they're like, "Oh yeah, we'll have to like review your thing for like the next 48 hours, to see if like to test like our fraud detection out." I'm like, "Okay." And on one hand, I'm glad to take fraud seriously, but on the other hand, I want my books back. Oh my gosh, that's my villain backstory, to be honest. And so now I just have like all the other. I'm so spoiled. I like now instead of being able to read like those 20 books I got going on like my Amazon account, I have to read like all the other books on my iPad. I have way too many books. Anywho, that's that story. Hi hi, welcome stars. Oh my gosh. Okay, let me read that again. Blah, blah, blah. It's gonna take 6 weeks to heal. Oh my gosh, that's a lot of time. Oh no. Oh, airport security is gonna love me now. You're always gonna be metal detectable. Oh my goodness. I need Amazon. I need a Kindle. I don't even have a Kindle. I just use the app on my phone and my computer, and I pay like $11 a month for it, which is like I get paid $20 a week. I'm so cheap, but I need to get a job. But I do get money for doing laundry around the house. I get $20 to do my parents' laundry, and then technically it's 25 for my brother, but I've just been, like, charging him, like, 15 on Venmo because I'm like, "I don't wanna take your job money." You worked hard, like, genuinely hard for that. I don't do anything hard. I don't I'm like I'm so privileged. Anyway, um, I'm so lucky. My parents are like, "Oh, you're doing college work, and college work is a job," which on one hand, thanks, but on the other hand, I mean, college is a lot, but I also should get a job. Like, I wanna get a job at the library. I think that sounds nice. Um, Also, I match my dad now. He has a screw on his left hand too, which is comforting. Oh, that's awesome. Okay. I don't know what to do. Okay, drawing, drawing, drawing. Um, this should be going up. Shoot. No! Yeah, that doesn't look right. Oops. Oh, I hate this. Oh, this is awful. Um, oh yeah, and then I, okay, continuing other story. So I was hanging out with my friend, at a coffee shop over the weekend, and we get together to just talk about life and all that whatnot. Like, about every month or 2, It's really nice. She prefers hanging out with people in person than texting, which is so valid. Um Anywho, so we're, like, talking about books and stuff, and she's like, "Oh my gosh, like, we both like detective drama. We should, do a book swap one day." Here's the problem. All of my half my book collection, like, my physical book collection, is already on loan to other people, and, um, then I have, like my other books are all digital. And you can't, like, give somebody a digital book, which is so stupid. Like, if I'm gonna pay money for a book, I'd like to actually, like, loan people the book. What's the point of having a book if you can't give people the book when you're done? You know? Anywho, so I go through all of that, and then I'm like so she's like, "Oh, yeah, we should do a book swap," and I'm, like, sweating now because I'm, like, thinking, like, "I don't know if I have any books to swap," and now I just sound like a fake book fan. Oh my goodness, and she has some, like, good books, and I'm like, "Oh, I wanna read your I want her books, but I don't have any books to give her." Oh gosh. There was one book that I gave to a guy I met. Basically, um, I'm so rambly. Oh my gosh. But in high school, when I was a senior, there's this guy who I think was like a year younger than me or something. He was in the grade underneath. And he was really sweet, like a really, really nice guy. And whenever I got out of class, he would get out of class like 2 minutes before I did, so he'd be standing in front of the door ready. The reason he got out of class early is because I take so long to pack my bag. Like, oh my gosh, I'm like always the last person to leave the class. Um, oh, oh, you have to go. I gotta go cook. Bye bye. It was nice chatting to you, though, Spacey. Oh, thank you. It was great chatting to you too. Have fun cooking. Okay, so how many books are you loaning out? I don't know! That's the other thing. I gave one person a book, 2 years ago. I gave, which was like Rainbow Royals, no, wait. No, I gave my friend the book, A Gentleman's Guide to Vice and Virtue, and then I gave my other friend I let my one of my friends borrow, like Darkness Between Us or something, and she still has that one, which I want back because I still have the dust cover in my closet. But she hasn't read it yet, and I'm like, read the gosh darn book or give it back. I don't know. Both are good options. And then I have that friend I was talking about, which I forgot about that story. So yeah, I used to meet him in front of my classroom, and um, so we'd like talk for a bit. And one time I got into this really long rant about oh gosh, what's the name? I got into this really long rant about this book, um, Victor Vicious? That's the main character's name, I don't know the name. But I got to like, this really long rant, and he's like, "Oh, that's a really cool book." I don't even know if he likes reading, but my brain was like, "Oh, yeah, you should read it." So the next day I came to school, of course, he was waiting there. He's like, "Oh, hi, blah, 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 blah," you know? And so I gave him the book, and I never got the book back, and I'm never gonna see him again, and that was, like, 2 years ago. I just stopped giving people books. But no, yeah, slowly dying. I give up on being early. That's okay. You don't need to be early. You know, honestly, I enjoy the comments you leave when you're not even here, where you're like, "Oh no, I missed the stream," and I'm like, "It's okay." I enjoy those conversations. I give up on this shape. What am I doing? Okay, here's what we're gonna do. Um, we're gonna erase this, and then we're going to duplicate this, and then we're gonna erase the middle because I can't see squat with that thing there. Okay, and now we're going to distort, tilt this down, tilt this over. I think that's good. Oh wait, oh yeah, there we go. Okay, okay, okay. She's looking a bit long, a bit lonky, a tiny bit wonky. Okay. Oh yeah, it's the drama. No, it's so good. Oop, never mind. But no, yeah. Do you guys like reading? Or like what hobbies do you guys do? I like force my hobbies on everybody. I have so many friends that I'm like listening to like books with, where I'm like, oh yeah, like, do you want to like listen to an audiobook with me? Um, Problem is I listen to romance books, so there are some times where, like, depending on the f like, it depends on how close of a friend I am with somebody, but depending on, like, the story, there are some things that I need to keep track of where to skip. Uh, but no, yeah. Uh, Life and all of its lemons. I also like murder the problem is I love talking about books, but I also like starting books with people. And the thing is, once you start a book with people, apparently most people don't like spoilers. Um, and so I can't talk about the book. They're like, but like we're gonna read it together later. So like I don't want you to talk about it. I'm like, well, why not? The struggle has never been more real. This is so ugly. I don't know how to do this. I give up. I'm not a real artist. I used to love reading, and then I found video games. Ooh, what games do you like to play? Oh my gosh, I got like the Lego Star Wars game, and like it's such a mid game, but it's so nostalgic. Like, okay, so when I was in elementary school or whatever, live streaming, but now, my dad. But, yeah, so when I was in elementary school, I got a DS, and, there's, like, a bundle thing where, like, if you got, like, a blue colored one, then you would get something like I remember, like, the sales guy talking about this. But if you got a blue one, you'd get, like, Lego, Harry Potter or something, I don't know, something like that. Or it might have been Lego Batman, not sure. And then if you got the red one, you get Lego Star Wars. And I was like, red's close to pink, so Star Wars, obviously. So I got Lego Star Wars, and as a kid, phenomenal game, great game, loved every second of it. As an adult, it's just nostalgic. I know there probably are adults who enjoy the game, but there's just a lot of things in it that feel very kidified. Like, for instance, there's no like parkour or anything in the game. Like, you just have to press B and it automatically does it for you. Which, as somebody who's bad at parkour, on one hand, yay, but on the other hand, I don't know, I like the challenge. And what is a video game but like a less stressful amount of challenge than what real life has. It's challenge with less stakes, you know? I do anatomy study and just doctor studies, but like, bro, I keep forgetting this one organ in the brain. Oof, felt, heard, seen. Shibba-jabba-dabba-dabba. Oh my gosh. I have this one friend, and every time I do that sound, he does it too. And I'm like, oh my goodness. I keep forgetting to make that sound. Jibba-dabba-dabba. I make it in public too. Oh my gosh. The other day, I was on speakerphone, and my friend's mom heard me make that sound, and I was so embarrassed. I never recovered. Minecraft, Overwatch, Warframe, Terraria. Ooh, should I get I can't pronounce this. Should I get Terraria, Mari, and some others. Also, huge Pokemon fan. I've never played a Pokemon game. I really wanted to get into Pokemon in middle school, not the game, but the TV show. And so I started the original one. It was not for me. I'm gonna be honest. I'm so sorry. I was like 12 and I couldn't get into it. I finished the entire show, like the entire original series. Couldn't get into it. And now some people like, oh, don't do the original one. I watched in dub, which yeah. Anyway, which is like what most people grew up on anyways. But I don't remember what I was talking about anymore. Stuff. Um Terra's fun. As fun with others. Okay. The thing is I keep buying games and forcing my friends to play them with me. And I don't know if their schedules can take it anymore. I am the jobless friend. Every time I see like a YouTube comment that says, "Oh, a jobless friend," and I'm like a random Tuesday morning, I'm like, okay, but why is that me? I was always scared of Terraria monsters, and I would just avoid them as a kid. LMAO. That sounds like me. Oh my gosh, I just started playing Stardew Valley, and it took me forever. Like the entire first year went by before I started going into the caves because I was so scared I'd be like instantly murdered. And like I didn't know how dying worked in the game either, so I'm just like I don't know if I want to deal with this. I don't know if I'm mentally prepared to deal with this. But the caves are so easy. Okay, we need some goofy, like, technological magic stuff going on the other side of this, because I don't want the underside of the headphone to look boring, you know? Um, Also, I think this needs to go in a bit more. Bloop, bloop, shloop, 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 shwap. Um, Dude, I am Cthulhu scared me so much in the beginning. Ugh. Oh my gosh, when I was a kid, in like middle school, I went to like the store with a friend um to get a book, you know? And the book I decided to get was I decided to buy like this giant book of like a bunch of HP Lovecraft's books. I was so scared. Oh my gosh, that story spooked the ever-loving daylights out of childhood me. Call of the Cthulhu. um So I just gave it to my brother, and I'm like, "I got you this as a gift." And then I came back and I read it a few years later. I still have the book. Um, yes, child. This is why I can't like. I like struggle to figure out like what is or is not age appropriate stuff because like sixth grade me was reading Call of the Cthulhu, and then like I was really into audiobooks, just like random audiobooks I found on YouTube, you know, because like books are expensive. And little kid me didn't understand, like, you know, a lot of artists work like really hard to make those books. And I'm like, oh, they're on YouTube. So I listened to a lot of those as a kid. And I should not have been listening to like half of those books. um, oh my goodness. First save, the floating eye would scare me so much. Lol, I was that kid that turned off gore because it made my mind more at ease in the game, even though gore isn't even that bad. True! No, I think there's like, you know, like when you're a little kid and you trip and fall, you see like a little kid trip and fall like 2 inches and they like cry because like to them that's like a very painful thing because they've never fallen 2 inches before. You know, I think it's like that. When you're a little kid, even like a few red pixels, you're like, "Oh, that's too much." And then you get older and you're like get really desensitized to that stuff. you know? But I don't think you're just figuring out the universe. You ain't gotta get into gore just yet. It's spooky. Oh gosh. What am I doing? What is this shape? Would it be I'm live streaming! Hoo-ah! Okay, so hold on. I have returned tentatively. No promise that I won't have to mute myself for a few seconds in a bit. Okay, but no, yeah, I agree. Those pixels in our childhood imagination, those pictures carry. Oh my gosh, those pixels carrying our childhood imagination so hard. Um, that's how when I was a kid, I got into Mario Kart 64 and it had good graphics. Lol. Oh my gosh, I used to love Mario Kart as a kid. I still love Mario Kart, just like a different one. Um, okay, hot take. I do think personally I had more fun playing Mario Kart 7 on the DS than I did with Mario Kart 8 on the Switch. I don't know, there's just something about those maps. And I played both of them at the same time. I mean, they're both like well, I played both of them 10 years ago. Mario Kart 7 I think is a bit older than 10 years old, but still. Um but no, yeah, I don't know. Both are good games. Mario Kart's such a good it's so underrated. I remember in, middle school, we had a video game room, and yeah, just leave me alone. My school had a video game room. It'd be like that. So we had a video game room, and I remember that people would always be playing Smash on there. And Smash is fun, but sometimes I wanna play Mario Kart too, because my favorite game. And, I got, like, a bunch of, like and they're like, "Nobody wants to play Mario Kart but, like, a bunch of girls." So I got, like, a bunch of, like, my other friends to get together. And, so that way I'd have, like there'd be, like, 7 people playing, like, Smash, and I'd get, like, 10 people, just to, like, storm the room just so I could, like, play Mario Kart. Uh, and so I kept doing that, and they'd always get so mad at me, but I wanted to play Mario Kart. And they're like, "Please, you're stealing the TV." I'm like, "It is, like, 12 minutes for, like, a full map or whatever, like a circuit, like a full circuit." Like, they're like, "Please, just give us Mario just give us, a Smash back." I'm like, "You literally play this game, like, the entirety of lunch, and then as soon as school ends for, like, the next 3 hours. Like, just, like, let us play for a bit. It's not gonna kill you." But then, like, whenever we had, like, for, like, the yard duty chaperones, whenever we had, like, a guy, they'll be like, "Just play just, Smash is a better game, so we can play Smash." But whenever we had, like, there was one guy who would let us play Mario Kart, and there was one woman who'd let us play Mario Kart, where they're like, "Oh, you guys have been on for a few hours, just, like, give them, like, like, 20 minutes to play." I love those people. I love those people so much. Um, I only played 64, 7, and 8. Is Mario Kart underrated? I think it is. I think it's a really fun game, but I don't think it gets as much appreciation in my experience. I don't think it gets as much appreciation as games like um, Smash do. You know, I could be wrong on that. Uh, oh my gosh, I may have to go though. Sorry, I have someone 100 points. Go! Oh my gosh, go! Leave, study. Like, never apologize for having to live your life, you know? You got things to do. Do those things. Oof. What am I, a dictator? I am a dictator. But that's not the point. Ba-da-ba-da. Okay. So then okay, so here's what we're gonna do. We have two bands here, right? And then we have these little wraparound parts. And then we have this thing going behind. Let's flatten it out a bit. Okay. And do I want anything on the other side? I don't know. This is hard. Why is this so hard? Ugh. My brain. Nothing expands your brain more. Okay, people say faces are hard. Trying to do anything mechanical is like, oh my gosh. Okay, so let's take off this reference layer, and then we're going to add that piece in. Oh, hi, guys! I'm currently having my brain implode. Okay. Hi? Hello? It's me. Hi. I'm the problem, it's me. I take time, everybody agrees. Da 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 da. Yeah, must be exhausted, no one's rooting for an anti. Maybe I should move this down a bit. Okay. Ba-ba-da-ba. How's your day going today, Skies? Do you like video games and do you like books? Fun fact, in a different universe, this would be a book channel. I originally started this channel as a book channel, did a single book review, and then just never did a book review again. I love reading, but I don't know, something about talking about books, especially romance books, feels a little too personal. I'm like, I don't know if I can take this. Like, I don't know. Books are so vulnerable. I don't know how to describe it. And plus, I think I know what I'm doing a bit more with drawings. You know, like they're easier for me to like wrap my head around. Well, not this drawing. This drawing I can't wrap my head around at all. But I think in general, pin message. Ba-ba-da-ba. Ooh, I was at parent teacher night. I hope that went well. Oh my gosh, I remember I used to go to those in elementary school, with my parents in hopes that they'd have food. I had food at home, but, like, there's something about getting, like, a snack at school at, like, I was gonna say 3 AM. What feels like 3 AM to an elementary schooler, and outside of, like, a few I went to when I was a little kid, they never had food, and I was so disappointed. And then my parents kept forgetting they existed, so ba-da-ba-da-ba. To be honest, I kind of forgot too. It's not like I tried reminding them. They're like, "Oh, I don't know." I think the last one I ever remember going to, like, quote unquote going to, is the I had one in, what is it, junior year? Whatever the year is right before senior. I had parent teacher one. and it was over Zoom, and my mom got an email for it, and she's like, "I wanna be a cool mom and show up." And it's so awkward though, because it was over Zoom. I don't know, nothing sounds more awkward than an over Zoom parent-teacher meeting. Oh, and here's the best part. So, at the time I'll have to show you guys a picture of this because it looks so stupid. But at the time, I was, this is so bad. Okay, so hold on, let me draw you guys a picture real quick. I know, me drawing a picture, crazy. Okay, so here is my dresser, right? I created the weirdest setup, for my homework when I was, during COVID. So here's my dresser, pretty tall dresser, like, here's me standing next to it. That's about the height difference, right? Uh, and we have, like, a bunch of drawers, right? And I figured out during COVID, I was now tall enough to climb on top of my dresser, right? I also had another, like, cabinet thingy right next to my dresser that was, like, about as tall as I am. It's about like this, and it had a bunch of drawers, right? And I figured I could put my computer on here. And then I'm like, "Oh my gosh, I can climb up here using, like, the drawers as, like, a little staircase," which is not advised, it can tip over, very rocky. But I'd climb up onto here, and I'd sit down here, and I'd do my homework. And if I needed to type, I would sit right here and type while I'm, like, in crisscross applesauce, whatever. Oh my gosh, my legs! But no, yeah, so I typed right here, and then eventually I started to add, like, pillows so I could, like, sit here, like, all comfy, or sometimes I bring my computer, like, my keyboard here, and I'd, like, watch my Zoom classes from here, and then some eventually now here's where it starts to get janky. I took I okay, I took, a foam mattress, right? And I put it here, right? And I, sat down to do my homework on my computer. And then eventually, I was like, "You know what? This oh, like, the mattress thing is too big, it's always falling over." So I tried putting, like, I got, like, a little stepladder to balance out the mattress, but that wasn't good enough. So I bought a dog bed. For like 3 months. I had a dog bed here, and I do my homework, but the dog bed wasn't as comfortable as the foam mattress that I sit on while doing my homework. Uh, and winter got cold, so I went to my bed and I grabbed the duvet, and I had like my duvet for my bed, and I would be, like, swaddled underneath, like, this duvet blanket while doing my homework. And the thing is, we had to have our cameras on. I just have, like I have no shame, you know? So, I'd be sitting on my dresser surrounded with, like, this giant, like, comforter, and my classes just watch me sit on my dresser. I mean, to be fair, if I scoot this part back, all you could see is me wearing a blanket and my wall, you know? So it's not like they could tell I'm sitting on my dresser. Like, and then my parents are like, "Do you want us to get you a desk?" And I went, "No, I'm happy." So I just sat on this for a year, and then my dad bought me a desk anyways. But no, yeah. And the thing is, this wasn't at the time. I didn't even have my own computer. This is a computer. I stole the family computer and just brought it to my room. To be fair, no one else was using it. Because by that point, everybody else had their own thing. I just sat on the floor with a bunch of printed papers and a laptop all around me, and I'm like, "Ew, I love that." But no, yeah, such a weird kid. But no, yeah. Um, life and all of its lemons. Okay, let's continue this nightmare. Oh gosh, my brain looked at it and refused to believe it was real. What am I doing? Why am I doing this? Why is it so hard to do? Let's bring that in. Squeeze me. Wait. No, we already have a mistake. This doesn't make any sense. Okay, if we can see this part, there's no reason we should be able to see this part in the back. So I need to erase this. This is gonna be our second rough sketch then. Okay, so let's have that and that. And then we're going to do this over here, down, around, here, here, these two things, down, around, oops, there. But no, yeah, COVID was a time. Oh my gosh. Genuinely improved my grades so much though. Figuring out because like okay, so that year I'd been planning on like getting an iPad for my birthday the entire year. I made a deal with my parents like months and months ahead that if I got like half the money for my iPad, they'd spend like the rest of the money to get it for me. And I wanted to get like the iPad Air 4 because that's the new Air at the time. And so then COVID started, and I just kept up that plan. And because I wasn't going anywhere, I had a lot of money to save. And so by the time COVID started, like, um, well, after the first, okay, so, okay, actually, okay, I'm so bad at wording things. It screwed my grades for me. Oh yeah, a lot of my friends got screwed for grades. But I'm really disorganized, so having everything digitally really helped me. But my goodness, words. Trying to remember things is hard. Oh yeah, so I ended up where was I? Oh yeah, so by the time I was like, you know how there's like that little bit at the end, like during the beginning of COVID, like it's like 2019, 2020, you know, in the beginning, you had like a few weeks off school that turned into like 2 years off school. You had those few weeks off. That was awful. No one passed anything. It was so confusing. I couldn't figure out how to turn anything in. It was awful. Then the next year, we started using Canvas, which is really good. Um, and that helped me a lot, like a lot. And then my birthday was like a few weeks after school started, and that's when everything started to kick in. The iPad, whew, whew. And then for Christmas, I think that's when I got my computer. I think no, I got my computer senior year. Yeah. And then after I got my computer in senior year, that's when I started to do all of my streaming stuff. Okay, that's my timeline. And yeah, I have a lot of my friends really did not do well with COVID school though. Ugh. But no, yeah. And now at school I have accommodations where even in my in-person classes, I'm allowed to take notes on my iPad. Because some teachers have, like, preferences where they're like, "You learn better with writing," which is true, most people do. But it doesn't matter if you learn better when you write, but you lose all of your notes, then you don't gain anything, you know? So I have the exception made for me where um I don't have to do things on pencil and paper, which is nice. Okay, I think I'm gonna curve this a bit in. I don't know. Hmm. Maybe even like a little bump here. I don't know why I made this so complicated. Okay, I think oh, wait, and then there's a second band here, which I didn't even look at. Okay, I think I'm gonna add a second band here then. And then let's add another one here. And I think I've officially lost all of my brain cells, especially since I think this would be curved in even more now that I'm looking at it. Ah! If anybody has any suggestions on how to draw this, I am so open to suggestion. Oh my goodness. Okay. So why is this tilted? Rotate! Thank you. Okay. So this goes down here. This is here. My goodness, I swear I'm gonna have to do this drawing a third time next year. This is one of those drawings where it's like a you bit off more than you can chew. You got a cool concept, but you don't have the skills to pull off the concept. I know I have an idea in my head. I lied. I have no idea in my head. I don't know where this is going. I just have I'm going purely off of vibes. Uh, okay, let's see. This drawing exists. I don't think it looks bad. It's not that it looks bad. It's just that the perspective is completely off. 'Cause I've never practiced perspective or basic geometry. So, um, okay, so you know in a face, how there are moments where things look anatomically incorrect? It's not that it's like the square equivalent of that, you know? Like if you have a square here, right? Here we have our little box, and this side is red. And then I wanted to rotate it, and then I had the back side is red, but instead I got a box that looks like this, you know? Um, but ignore the red. I don't even know where the red came in. Imagine we have 2 boxes, and they're the same box, right? I'm like, "Oh, I'm gonna rotate the box." But when I rotate it, the box looks like this now. That's not the same box, you know? If I rotated the box, let's say, like, 45 degrees, it should look more like boop, 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 or whatever. Or I rotate it a little bit, you get something like that, right? These are the same box, just rotated, but this is not the same box. We don't know that man, and that's how I feel about this drawing. It's I've moved the shape. I need the shapes. I need. Oh my gosh, I can't speak. I need this. I need this shape to be the same as this shape, but at a different angle. I don't know how to do that. Worry, I'm going in and out, sort of thinking about things, having a tough time right now. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, life be rough. I have a lot of friends going through some stuff right now. Ugh. Sometimes life feels like a giant roller coaster where you're trying to keep other people from falling off, you know? But then they're also trying to keep you from falling off. Yeah. And then you wonder, why don't we have seatbelts? The life be lifing. No, facts for real though. Ah. Or, sometimes comforting people also feels like trying to be like, "Yes, having your hand stabbed 47 times hurts, but one day your hand will heal," which is, like, very much not helping their hand getting stabbed 45 times. Doesn't tell them how to not get their hand stabbed either. It just means that one day it won't hurt, once it heals. Or well, not even that. Your hand might hurt in the future because it was stabbed 45 times, but one day you won't have your hand stabbed anymore. Uh, from what I see, wouldn't you want da, da, from what I see, wouldn't you want the back part in the second one to be raised higher? Back part in the second one. This thing, I do want that to be raised higher. But that's a separate issue. Let me duplicate this. This part should be going up. And then erase this, erase this. Actually, hold on. Where's a regular eraser I can use? Okay. And then I need a regular pen killer. And I think this should go down more. For some reason, the sheet. Oh, hasn't cleared up, which seems like a YouTube issue pain. Is the stream being goofy? Does it look goofy? What needs to be cleared? Oops. Okay. That looks a bit better there. I don't think it's a you issue. Okay. If I could fix the problem for you, I would. Okay. And then I think I need to bring this in more. Oopsies. Okay. Okie dokie. That looks 10 times better. Oh my gosh. And then you make sure I have all of this erased. Okay. I swear, my brain's melting from this drawing. Okay, let's get started on the line art for this chunk. So this would go here. I remember originally when I decided I wanted to redo this drawing, I was like, "Oh yeah, I'll just make a few minor changes and then I'll like have better like line weight on the line art, you know?" And then now I'm like, "Okay, we had to scrap everything, redo everything, yeah, but burn the maps. I don't know, figure it out." Okay, but I'm not even focused on the line weight anymore. It's just I got so caught up on trying to make everything I don't know perspective words. It's not anatomically correct because that's not I'm not doing anatomy. What's the anatomically correct equivalent for talking about like squares and where you rotate a square? I don't know, but I'm trying to figure it out. We make this small. Hmm. I want to make like a weird script. Okay. Uh, Make sure the proportions are correct. Thank you. Hmm. Do I have any other weird life stories? Hmm. Oh gosh, I have a spoken essay due tomorrow, and I will be honest, not spoken essay. I have a impromptu, not impromptu, something something essay. I think it's an impromptu essay. I have an essay for class due, um, and I don't know what type of essay it is. We have a whole video lecture on it I haven't seen yet, which I should probably watch so I know what the essay is supposed to be about. Um, and I haven't written the paper on an essay. My goodness, can I word today, please? I knew that was the wrong size. And I think that's the wrong brush. Yep, that's the one with the one. There we go. But no, yeah, I have an essay due, and I do not know what it's about. I'm very confused. I should probably write the essay today, because I'm gonna be tomorrow. I'm not even gonna be home. I'm gonna be at the hospital visiting my grandma. So I got all that going on, and then I have a test the next day that I should study for. Yeah. When did life get so busy? And then, boop, boop, smaller. Erase this. And then on the other side, we have one there. So I'll do this clamp. Oops. This clamp and this clamp. Okay. I'm gonna erase this one and redo it. Oops. Felt. I have 3 exams tomorrow. Wish me luck, LMAO. Oof, good luck. I felt that. I'm never going to stop talking about this. I'm so salty about it. I had a in-class essay due on my 20th birthday. Ugh, which is like the worst birthday present ever. Ugh. erase these. Oops. I feel like it's always towards, like, the middle or end of my streams that I start to get quieter as I begin to focus on what I'm doing a bit more, which isn't the most entertaining thing to do, but, like, this drawing is so complicated. Okay, so let's bring this one in a bit, and then let's fix up this one. Okay. Oh, no. I was gonna say I have one more to do, but I don't think I'm gonna do that one. Take that off for now. Delete this. Duplicate this one. Oh, yes, I got a summer birthday, so I've never had to deal with that, lol. Lucky. Every year, I think my birthday is one day of the week later than it was the year before. So I think that next year it's gonna be on a Tuesday. So I just need to remember not to take any classes on a Tuesday. Or to look at when my birthday is on the calendar, then not take any classes. Wait, I can build my schedule around my birthday. That's actually kind of smart. Oh, hi, welcome back. Oopsies. Right now, I'm trying to. Okay. I have a friend. She doesn't get why I always do duplicate the things, but that's because I make so many edits to my drawings that I like to have a backup in case I majorly mess up, especially since I have layers that are dependent on other layers. And nothing's worse than when you, oops, well, for one, make a mistake like I was about to do there. But nothing's worse than blah, blah, blah words, something, something, concentration, word, brain go blank. Oh, yeah. For instance, on this drawing, if I had something where um, let's say I decide I want to take out this piece. Well, if I take that out, now I just have this huge, like, gap here, which looks weird. Better to have a spare just in case I wanna change that back. That's not bad so far. I still need to add the thing behind it, and I think I'm gonna take this when I'm done with the line art, I'm gonna take the script here out, and then I'm going to make it, I'm going to take it and then I'm venting. Ooh, feel free to vent. And then I'm going to I don't know what I was saying. Words, words, words. Let me but I'm gonna take it out and I'm gonna make it like a glowing kind of color. So I think that would be cool. Okay, that's better. Yeah, perspective is not my forte. Aha! Here's a good example on why you duplicate your layers. So now I have this piece missing. I can copy paste it back in. Ta-da! Now let me erase these parts from it. Boop, 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 boop. Spacey, how HYD, how you doing? I don't know what HYD means, but I think that might be it. I'm doing fairly okay. Life is going rough. but I enjoy drawing, so that's pretty cool. Oh, also my grandma's doing better, which is nice. I'm genuinely so worried about her for a bit there. I mean, I still am. Like, you can never be too cautious when it comes to elderly people. Or like, I am tentatively positive, more positive than before. Let's go with that. But okay, let's see. Now I do the top part of that head clamp. Oh darn, that piece should have gone down more, shouldn't it? Uh, yeah, I'm not fixing that. We're leaving it. Nope, absolutely not. I refuse. Here at Spacey's Space Station, we learn to not fix our mistakes. Um, and rather to ignore them and pretend they don't exist. That's a good plan. It's never failed anybody in the past before. Yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. We're gonna go with that. This headband has so many mistakes on it. Oh my gosh. Will I ever finish this drawing? Who knows? How long have I even been streaming for? An hour and 11 minutes. What mistake? Okay, let's go over mistakes I've made in this drawing. So this part here, that is the wrong brush. This part here should go downwards. Um, this part here should be more like this. Oh, that's not bad. I can fix that. Because if you can see here, it hangs over. Um, I don't know where that's going. Should be more here. What else? This I can fix. This needs to be going down more, over like that more. Maybe like this. Yeah. I do not know what I'm doing here. Maybe like that. Just to wrap around and then go out. At least it needs to be consistent with this one, which I did change a lot of that. It's mostly goodish, kinda. I don't know what I'm doing with this headphone at all. This should go out here more. We got two little circles going on here. There's just a big gap going on here, which I guess I can cover up with hair. But I don't want her hair to look too bulky. Okay, add some going up. All I see are happy little accidents. Happy little accidents only work on nature. They make sense for trees, but what the heck is this? Um, no, yeah, there needs to be a gap this big between. So that should be here. Darn, do I want to change it? Not really. Ugh. Yeah, it'd make more sense if I had it here. Ugh. Oh no. Ah! I don't know. Part of me wants to post my progress on this drawing, but the other half is like, ugh. I don't know. This is rough. These are some rough waters. Also, there's something off about the eyes, like the perspective of the eyes. I think this part needs to go in more, maybe, and then like this. Yeah. Oh, hold on. Let me do this. Focus mode, art. And then, oops, our button. Turn the volume all the way down. My computer. Okay. I'm on Discord right now. And I keep thinking it's me, but it's not. Well, do whatever you think is best. Okay, and the eyelashes are off. I think it's supposed to be something like that. Okay, that's everything I need to fix with this drawing. The problem is I see my mistakes, I just don't wanna fix them. Ah, also, I think the eyebrows are off, and this part on the eye. A weird gap going on there. I think I just need to erase this line. Okay, I can do that. That's an easy mistake to fix. Heyo, look at us making progress. Because, that line, um, this line here already fulfills the purpose of what that line there was doing. Because if you follow it down, see? And it's supposed to wrap around like this with the shadow. But anywho, Space, you sort of can't stay. I wish I could. I wish I could miss watching your stream. I'll cry about it around. Bye. Oh my goodness, I'm gonna end stream anyways, so it's all good. I think I need to take a break from this drawing. Okay. If I bring this back, I hold on. Group these, duplicate them, take this, bring that back, circle that. Okay. So I think I can keep this shape, but I'd have to take off the that should be here. Oh, okay. Okay. Down more, up a bit more. This goes here. This will be a bit bigger. Let's just take this and move that here. Okay. This part needs to spin this way. Okay. I think that's the shape I'm going for. I think my brain's gonna fall out my ears. But that is more correct than it was before, and I'm gonna completely erase this part. Mm. Well, see you guys tomorrow. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, my brain's melting just from figuring that out. Okay. So I think tomorrow we're gonna come back or the day after. It might have to be the day after. Oh wait, I'm busy all tomorrow. Okay, so I'm at the hospital tomorrow, the next day. Um, I'm back Sunday, but I'm taking a test Sunday. Boo 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 boo. Might live stream Monday if I have a chance. Got to go though. See ya. I gotta go too anyways. It was great having you guys here. Thank you so much for keeping me company and keeping me motivated for this drawing. Oh my gosh. Uh, anyway, I love you guys. Goodbye. Video